Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Hard 100, a video series documenting the culling of my collection from what it is to what it's going to be, and that is a Hard 100 games. Before we blast off into this video, I would like to say that I love dice. I love chucking them. I love it when they do different things. I love it when they give me numbers and actions and things to do. So today, we're looking at a game that does all of those things. Now, the game we're looking at today is a game that will cause you to forget your place. And that place is a place of permanently losing. Because this game, it's not really a game you're meant to win. It's a game you're meant to lose less and less every time until finally you've lost so little that you didn't lose at all. But did you win? Fuck no. Ladies and gentlemen, Deep Space D-6. Deep Space D-6 by Tony Get the Fuck Out of Here is a dice rolling game in which you and only you are going to try to mitigate all of the shit that's happening around your ship in order to protect it and get it on to... I don't really know how you win this game. Oh, I have to get through the threat deck. I've literally never done that. On your turn, you're going to be doing some very simple thing. We're chucking dice and we're doing the whole thing. Now, before you even get started, you're going to pick one of your beautiful, beautiful ships. Now, these ships all have different powers and they all play very differently to the point where they all got a cute little bio on the back and some little gameplay notes to help you along the way. It's very simple. On your turn, boom, roll down bones. All these things equal different things. The only one you got to worry about is if you roll that little symbol right there, you got to put it at the top. If you get 3 of those, you add another threat. And then also, you'll be adding another threat anyway. This number here is the health, and you're going to assign that right over there or anywhere. And then the damage that you do actually cause these to go down and fall off. And then damage done to your hull, and then your shields, and you can mitigate all that. And then here we have a particularly nasty card. So anytime you roll a 2, or a 4, you lose a hull, which is the health, which no one really cares about. But you also have to take one of your dudes and put them in the infirmary. And you can't get that back unless you roll a purple. Now, one of them is not too bad. But what happens if you get another one? That means every time I roll a 2, a 4, a 3, or a 4, a dude goes to the infirmary. And God for fucking bid if I ever roll 2 4s, because that's 2 dudes to the infirmary. And the purple, it's one side of the die. And if I get the commander, I can change it. But it's so difficult to maintain that. So this game starts off very easily and then turns into just fuck you in a record amount of time. And that is the best way I can sum up this game. Deep Space D6 and all of its choose your own adventure, magnetic flappy glory. All this game is a giant fuck you. Anyone who wants to play it, they are controlled by the luck of the dice. You can mitigate them a little bit, but you're controlled by that die roll. And I think that's where the magic comes from. Now there is a part of the brain, maybe if you look really, really closely, you can see it on my new sexy haircut, that is responsible for impulse control. And a lot of games like zombie dice and anything else, it requires you to push your luck. Those types of games live and die on if the person playing, ink and gold, if the person playing can control themselves to push their luck to try. Now, you always have to move forward until you lose, but these die rolls trigger that part of your brain that is just like, maybe I can win if I do one more roll. But, spoiler alert, you're fucking not. But on a turn, that's not what's going through your head. All right, so I see what I need to do. I need to get some... I really need some attacks. All right, come on. And... all right, I guess that's okay. Just gotta put this here, put this there. All right, let's see what the threat is. Oh, god damn it. All right, anything but a 2, anything but a 2, anything but a 2. Pray to my dark elder gods, and... That's just the luck of it sometimes. Sometimes the dice do what you want them to do, sometimes they don't and you end up on the floor. But every time you roll the dice, there's that chance that you're gonna succeed. There's that chance that they're gonna give you exactly what you need. And the different ships will give you different ways to combine those dice. The starter ship is a little less forgiving than the other ones and offers less creativity. Let's get into some housekeeping. This is obviously a solo game. It's a solitaire crew assignment game. Survive the depths of space! So it's solo. The playtime is 30 minutes. It's most likely going to be a lot shorter than that your first few playthroughs because you're going to be losing a lot. And then ages 10 and up. I don't know why. Just because, I guess. Now, the game is fun. The game is fun. I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain a game like this. It's a dice game, sure, but usually when you're rolling dice, you're just trying to get sets of things. You're not actually using those dice to do anything. This is almost a little worker placement game where your workers are different every turn, but they're also the same every turn. What I do really like about this is sometimes the threat track at the top will clog up the dice, and then someone will end up in the infirmary, and it's a very real chance you're going to be losing this game because you run out of crew members, and it's pretty thematic. It's a nice little flavor it. But there is one thing to consider when I'm thinking about if I'm going to keep this specifically because it is a solo game. And let's take a look at something. All right, ladies and gentlemen, what you're looking at here is not the world's weirdest gangbang. These are the games that I have that I primarily play solo. Now, we talked about Judge Dredd, talked about caves, talked about fleets and other ships. We haven't talked about these three yet. These might not all stay in. But the point is, there are a lot, and I mean a lot, of solo games for me to get my solo drank on. And also, I have my iPad. So when it comes to if this game here has the legs to take care of all of these other games and end up on top, I just don't know if that's the case. Now, this little shut up and sit down angle aside, I don't think it does, but in a twist, it might. Enter number 1 and number 2. What you have here is an expansion that adds a whole lot of shit that this game needed. Now what this small expansion gives you, other than a box, some rules, and some cubes, are these here. These are your brand new threat cards. Now these are going to give you everything from new enemies to fight, and they're much more interesting and much more complex. But oh, here we go, baby boys and girls. Oh, we are upgrading all of these static ships with new abilities and new things that we can do. All we got to do is upgrade them a little bit and get some parts, add some dice, and ooh. Now we're playing with power. Superpower. So that is what takes a game like this and turns it from a simple dice chucker to something with some legs. And I think that little one right there is going to do a lot into keeping me interested in this. I got to admit, when I first did this, when I first decided to make this video, which I had played this game when I first got it off Kickstarter, I had every intention of getting rid of it. I thought, okay, it's a solo game, I have better solo games. It's a dice chucker, I have better dice chuckers. But when playing it again to make this video and remind myself, it's really easy to lose yourself in this game. It's easy to just get into the flow of rolling the dice and flipping the cards and all this stuff. And at the end of the day, when I sit down to play this game, it doesn't provide me any kind of stress or anxiety. All it gives me is joy. And I can't really argue with that. I am really looking forward to seeing what else is coming out for this. I guess I just want more ships. The ships are really nice. The components are really nice. The cards are they're kind of fucky whenever I try to fold them or shuffle them. One of them creased because it's just the kind of cards they are. But as far as I understand it, this is a one-man operation. Tony Go went. And now he's given us this wonderful game that if you can find it, don't let this nostalgia fuel fool you. Because this choose your own adventure, oh, we're all gonna have a good time, there's nothing but death in this box. And honestly, I wouldn't have it any other way. So, Deep Space D-6 Tau Leader Games. You, for right now, and you better come out with some new stuff because I've already played the shit out of this, you're in the Hard 100. I look forward to playing you again. I look forward to kind of breaking the game in any way that I can to try to find the way to make the game the hardest. And it's already pretty fucking brutal. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me on this latest edition of the Hard 100. I hope you and yours are well. This game, perfect for my shelf because I play a lot of solitaire games. It's a small footprint, it's a small box. I like the clickety-clack of the magnets, and it's very, very good. Go pick yourself up a copy if you haven't. It's pretty cheap, pretty good. Go get it. Peace out.